Hi betting experts, on Thursday the 22nd of October. First of all, look back at our two bets at Newmarket on Wednesday. We move over to Carlisle on Thursday, a really informative card. The ground pretty much perfect. There are showers in the forecast, so it could ease slightly, but there's some cracking horses from the south with some real stars of the north, and it's a card to watch from start to finish. Fascinating racing. Hopefully you've found a couple of winning bets. We start off in the 140. This is the Introducing Racing TV Beginners Chase over 2 miles. Class 3, 4-year-olds and upwards. It attracted a really high quality 9-runner field, but one of those horses to follow this season, Protectorat, is very high up on my list. I think he's going to develop into a cracking novice chaser this season. He's run for Dan Skelton on 8 occasions, since arriving from France. He's yet to win. He's been pretty strong in the market each time, but he's run a succession of blinding races. He started off in a maiden hurdle at Sandown last season on really deep ground, which isn't his game at all. Travelled like the winner throughout and just got picked up on the line by Keen On, having looked sure to win jumping the last. He then ran an absolute screamer in a listed handicap hurdle there in December, hammered in the market, picked off by Mac the Man. Very useful, high-class handicap form. He held his form afterwards at Cheltenham, including in a Grade 2 behind Harry Senior in January. Forget his last run, and he was far from disgrace when 10th in the Coral Cup. Again, it was on bad ground. He's a smooth travelling glider. He will love this surface. Reports of his schooling at home are really encouraging. Skelton's got his horses going really well again after a quiet month. He's had plenty of winners in the last 14 days, 8 in fact, at a 24% strike rate, so he's getting into gear, and this is a very exciting prospect. I think he'll go really close today with a clean round of jumping. For our nap of the day, we go to the 2:15, and this is cut up quite badly. Only 4 runners now. It's the Watch Irish Racing on racingtv.com intermediate hurdle, 2 mile 1, class 4, 4-year-olds and upwards. Impossible to fancy. Dragonfleet. All the other 3 have something to recommend them, but I do think that Ollie Murphy's Nicholson is a very exciting prospect. He's held in the highest regard at home. He sluiced up at odds on in a very strong air bumper back in February 2019. Was off for 8 months, hammered in the market. Really impressive defeat of Nebuchadnezzar at Wincanton in a maiden hurdle, and then after another 5 months off, he could only finish second, again at a short price behind Hooligan. Not always jumping brilliantly there on the soft ground. Better ground will suit him ideally. He's been off another 7 months. He's likely to be primed for this return. I think he's got Ribble Valley to beat, who's had a wind operation, but the one note of caution on that one, who is top of the ratings on hurdling form, is he has had a wind operation in the closed season, which is usually a good sign, but I don't like the fact they put a tongue tie on him for the first time. I would imagine he made a noise when beaten by Master Debonair at Ascot, and all of his form is on testing ground really, although he was a bumper winner on good, so it shouldn't be any inconvenience. But just alarm bells ring when you see the tie go on after they've had a wind operation. It suggests that perhaps things haven't been all A1. So Nicholson for me, expected to make a winning return before going on to better things. Best of luck on Thursday, betting experts.